Hey, welcome to today's Vlogmas, and in today's Vlogmas, Thrive Life Vlogmas, I'm going to share with you quickly how I plan my week. At the Thrive HQ, which is the parent brand for the Thrive Life, we have 6 entities that basically we use to make our plans. The first is epics. Epics are those things that we use to fix growth gaps. Second is blockbusters. Blockbusters are those things that we want to deliver on. They are not really growth gaps we want to fix, but they are also goals we want to achieve. For example, let's say we want to take a certification, or we want to go on a big vacation, we want to buy a car or something, or we want to buy a nice wristwatch or something. It's just that thing that we want to do that will require some significant amount of our resources, be it time or money or both. Then the third one is the VIP. VIPs are those things that we do to stay constantly sharp, at the cutting edge of work and our life. So it means those courses we read, the books we read, and the rest. The fourth is our tasks. Tasks are just one-off things or regular things that we do. Those small things that we just do to keep life moving, grocery shopping and all those things. The fifth is our recurrence, the things that we do weekly. Every Monday, every Thursday we do this, every Friday we do this and all that. And the sixth is routines. Now, how do I plan my week? Very simple. When I get into the week, I batch my epics, my blockbusters, and my VIPs together. But I only take the ones that are due for the week. And my epics are always priority. My blockbusters come second, and my VIPs come third. So I look at it and I say, okay, these are the epics due for the week. These are the blockbusters due for the week. These are the VIPs due for the week. I put them and I prioritize them. And then I also put the number of hours it will take me to achieve them, because I'll have time blocks in the morning when I do my personal goals, also on Saturdays. So I put the time hours and I try to make sure that total number of hours it will take me to achieve all of them, at least the most significant ones I want to achieve. It's about 70-80% of the capacity I have for the week. So ideally, my capacity for a week is usually 2 hours on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is 8, 1 hour on Tuesday because I usually drive to the office, that is 9. Then on Wednesday I have an extra 3 hours because that's a lot of time by off day. I usually would not plan for the entire 22 hours because interruptions happen, so planning for the 22 hours is a recipe for frustration. But I'll plan for about 70% of the hours, and that is about 14 to 15 hours. So I size the epics, I size the VIPs, I size the blockbusters, and I tell myself, okay, from the epics for this week, this is how many hours, and I try to make sure that they fit in under 15 to 16 hours. Now, if I have more, I can still add them. However, I make a note to tell myself that this is going to come in as an extra. If I can already do the ones that I'm able to deliver at a 15-16 hour mark, for me, that's a successful week already. That's 100%. If I'm able to do more, amazing. So with that, I get into the week, and when I get on Monday, I pick the first thing that's highest priority and I execute. I get on Tuesday, I pick that. And because they are epics, a lot of times it might take a while, so I can work on one thing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I'm hitting at it and I'm making progress, so that's how I plan my week. So I batch the epics, VIP, and blockbusters together. But my task, when I'm planning my tasks, I put the tasks that are due, the task management. When I get into the week, I write down the tasks that are due for the week, and then I also allocate time for it. Now I have time on my time blocking every day for when I do tasks, and usually it's during my lunch period, so I put time for it, and usually I make sure that my tasks are not more than 1 hour in sizing. So I have tasks that I size by 15-30 minutes, 1 hour, and I try to make sure that I don't have a task that will take more than 1 hour. Otherwise I break it down so that I know that even if it's one task that I do a task, and I can look back and say, okay, I did this thing and I did it and I finished it today. Now the third thing that I plan is my recurrence, but usually I plan my recurrence on the day. I use a weekly spread planner where I write my epics, my VIP, and blockbusters at one end. So it's a weekly spread B5 planner. I divide it into 4 sections for the right, 4 sections for the left, and then on this other side, on the right side, the first section I write my VIP, my epic, my blockbusters, and VIP, and then at the other section, the end, I write my tasks, and I just nail them now that means you have 3 spare spaces here and 3 on the other page, and those 3 are from basically Monday to Saturday. For each day, that's where I write the task for the monthly recurrence, and then also any routines. And then when I get into the day, I now pick the particular extra task that I want, and then the epics or VIP or blockbusters that I want to do. So that's how I plan my week. I prefer to use the spread. Now, Sundays are my free day, so they're not part of the spread. However, I do a Dutch door system where I have a sheet of paper in between the two spreads and I cut it into half, and on that sheet of paper I just write my Sunday plan for the week, and then behind the sheet of paper is just a half sheet of paper. I really wish I came with a book. It's just a half sheet of paper. Behind it is where I do my end of week reflection. So that's basically how I make my life easy, and then I also have somewhere where I put my meal plan, but that's not always compulsory. Like, I don't really have to do that all the time. But yeah, that's how I really plan my week. I write down the epic blockbusters VIP. I prioritize them. I put a size into them. And then I make sure that I look at the number of hours I have for the month, the capacity I have for the week, and then I make sure that I choose the number of epics or VIPs that can fit into 70-75%, depending. And there's some weeks that I can do up to 80% because I might not have a lot of interruptions normally, but if my children are around, my capacity will go down to like 50, because it's not just going to be very easy. Of course, I'm going to early in the morning, they will not likely be there, but my Saturday, if, for example, I have a Saturday when they are at home throughout, then I might not be able to get in so much hours, and if, it's in different seasons of life, my capacity might change, but the important thing is that I'm usually able to know what I can achieve and I can work towards it. So I hope this helps with you with planning and planning for an effective week. See you in the next Vlogmas. Bye.